Welcome. We're close. We've got a game tomorrow and then 2 weeks. You must be excited.
Yeah, look, happy to get through last week, to be honest, and the guys showed some pretty good resilience in the back half of the game, and no injuries from the game either. So I mean, every club goes through the same thing. You want to get through injury-free, and you want to take a step forward. So I think we did that. 210
days since you last played. I think it's a long off-season, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what the players negotiated. So look, what the players did do, which we're really pleased and proud of, is that the break they had a break, they disconnected a little bit, but then they got going with their programs, and they came back pre-Christmas in really good nick, and then hit the ground running in January.
Well, Luke, you've been given the vote of confidence from the group to lead the team. Again, a different pre-season. Touch wood, it looks like it's trouble-free pre-season. You must be happy to get a free run at it and to lead this group again.
Yeah, it's exciting. It feels like we're heading into a little bit of a new era. I think losing two legends of the club in JK and Jack Redden last year, opportunity to bring through some youth, and we've got a really good crop of young kids. Some middle-aged guys have really progressed really well over the summer, and it's an exciting period to be heading into the footy club. So honoured to be leading the charge again.
We've done this before, and last time I asked you, there was some talk about your calves, and I was on stage and said, "How are your calves?" And you said, "Your calves are good." I walked off stage and I saw online that you'd done your hamstring that morning. I'm going to ask you...
Be specific.
Oh, no. Be a good journo. That would be a start. How is the body?
No, the body's good. I've obviously had a different look of a pre-season than what most of the boys have with my injury history and age combined, but I've had a really good build to now. Had the one calf over the off-season, and obviously didn't play last week against Port, but had about a 2-hour training session pre the Port game, and ready to go tomorrow. So touch wood, it's been a nice little build into round one, and hopefully have a bit of luck this year.
A lot said about fitter, healthier, better. Simo, is that your observation?
Oh, look, it's a fair question. I mean, this time last year, it's probably 2 weeks ago this time last year, the playing group was in really good condition, and then we hit a few injuries, and then COVID hit us early in the season. So those two combined, it was they probably got caught up a little bit in we didn't come back fit last year. I think we did. We just we got a real big cluster of injuries going into our first practice match. Then we had even more going into the practice match, and then I think we had 12 players miss round 2. So the challenge was there. I thought there was periods where we hung in there, and there was periods we got tipped over. So we learned a lot last year.
Apart from Jaden, who's 27, it's a young group, and you see those young boys come up on stage for both of you. You've been in that situation before. How have they rolled into the club and in their pre-season? And some of them are expected to make an impact early.
Yeah, they are. We took it fairly easy with them with their training loads. Our strength and conditioning department were careful with them pre-Christmas, and because of that, we've been able to pretty much throw them into all the training since we've come back from Christmas. So it's been exciting to have a look at them. I think our fans got a good look at a few of them last week. Ruben will be back tomorrow, so really exciting crop. And even last year, we didn't see anything out of Campbell Chesser because of his foot injury, so he's like a new recruit again as well. So, some good energy buzzing around the club from these young boys at the moment.
What's your expectation of tomorrow? Do we, the West Coast Eagles faithful, expect to see a little bit of what we're going to see in round 1, or do you just want to get through tomorrow?
A bit of both. Yeah, we probably make 6 changes from last week, Goss. Along with Luke and Ruben, Jermaine Jones will come into the team. Some other guys there, Waterman, Petruccelli. So, yeah, we want to get a full hit out, obviously, and get some synergy and get that. Like I said last week, we were pretty competitive. Now it's refining, getting the crew back together, so to speak, with Alan and Cole, and even Gaff's a different player with his ankle being pretty fresh over the summer, along with the Chesters of the world as well. So, yeah, they're still coming together. Still, obviously not at our best. It's a work in progress, but it's good signs early.
The AFL has officially announced today there's going to be 4 umpires on the field at any one time. Yep. I'd love to get your view on that. Do you think that's a good thing? And you're a midfielder and you're around the ball, and they're going to have 2 blokes around every contest to make sure blokes like you are not being impeded. Is that a good thing?
I don't think it's good or bad, as long as they don't miss too much and they're consistent with what they do. It doesn't really worry me, Goss.
Adam?
Same. what they're doing is they're spending 2 permanent umpires at either end. So what they're supposedly trying to pick up is when Gov gets blocked, which they didn't pick up last week. So it's a work in progress. And look, 4 umpires on the ground. There'll be some teething issues. I'm assuming there might be a few more free kicks early in the season before we all adapt to it. But I think it'll be okay.
Start of the year, 3 out of 4 games at Optus. Is that a good way to leave at the start of the year?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've underperformed at home. So one of our major goals is to give the fans something to cheer about. Not winning too many games last year at home. That's our first port of call. So get the fans back, get them excited. Can't get there round 1. Ed Sheeran's taken over that one, so we'll get there round 2. And hopefully the ground's in good nick and we get a full house, and I think we've got the Giants round 2, so we can't wait for that.
I don't know how it's going to work, but we did announce that we're going to have a plane. We're going to charter our own plane. And what's the view if we win? Is it game on for everyone on the plane? Is it a big party plane? And if we lose, are you cordoned off from the Great Unwashed?
Oh, mate, we've been pushing for game on after a win for years, and he shuts it down. And there haven't been too many wins either. So, look, the fans can go for it back there. Give us something to laugh about.
Back there?
Yeah, well, we're up in the business. They're the cattle class, mate. Make sure we get this. We've got to get this sorted before we get into it. No teething issues. Yeah, no, it should be a bit of fun for them, hopefully.
Expectations, as you talked about as a group. What do you? I mean, you want to improve on last year, and that's a given. But what's the expectation?
Look, I know the talk is that obviously we're a bit healthier, a bit fitter, and the expectations is we bounce, and I really hope that's the case. We just want to get better, Goss. We want to improve on last year. Obviously, blood some young kids into the side, and you know we're going through a transition with what we've got. Went to the draft last couple of years, so see what they've got to offer, be competitive, and give our fans something to cheer about.
And as a playing group, you've got your leadership role, but you've also got Tom and Jeremy, and everyone's a leader inside the group at some various stage, and you've got a couple of on-ground leaders who are coming back after not playing a lot of footy. What do you expect of your lieutenants on game day if, you know, it's not just one bloke who tosses the coin, is it?
No, it's not. Look, I suppose in my time as captain, even though I'm the one with the title next to my name, I've never felt like I'm one out in the job, which has been a blessing for me. I've had JK, Nick, Gov, and obviously now Tommy Barrass, all guys who could captain the footy club themselves if they needed to. So I've never felt like I'm the number one man. I felt like I've got a really good team behind me, and with those 2 boys, it's certainly no exception. So I think the beauty is with our leadership at the moment, our leadership group, everyone in there offers something different and sort of leads from a different angle, which is really good for our broader playing group. So I think we're in good shape.
And normally in this situation, and as we're about to grab a seat and main meal's about to come, you normally send a message to the fans. I mean, I know it's at various times you've said, stick with us, we'll get there. You've got a message for those here and those watching?
Thanks, Goss.
That's my pleasure.
Up on that question.
My pleasure.
Probably thank you for last year and sticking by us. And we're a big club with big expectations. We get that. And we understand the pressures of the game and where the club's at. So thanks for sticking by us last year, and hope we can pay you back this year.